Right then. 1, 2, check Chuffy 1, 2. I think I fixed it. Hi, you won't know what I fixed because I'm not going to publish that last 10 minutes of me faffing about on the chuffing computer. So you won't know that I just told you that I'm feeling a little bit tired and a little bit fed up and like... the weather's a bit rubbish today in the UK, you know. And I ate late and it gave me indigestion and I just feel a bit... And then I came on stream and my keyboard... Every time I pressed anything, it was going click, 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 click. And now I think I fixed it. When I say I think I fixed it, I think I fixed it. So what we're doing on stream today is we're going to be going on our honeybobs to the Golden Apple Archipelago in a bit later on this evening. After I've gone out and walked the dog and come back. That's going to happen in a bit. A couple of hours on stream first. What we're going to do is, there's a few of these little domains, like Domain of the Wayward Path here. Explore Tarry among the peach blossoms. I haven't done that. There's one up here. Travels of the Moonlit Venturer. I haven't done that. I've been sort of pushing on with stories and all sorts, and I've been neglecting these little... Obviously the domains, yeah, I've been doing those. Hidden palaces for my weapon stuff. Yeah, absolutely, I've been doing that. But... this domain of Forsaken Ruins with a lucky encounter in the clouds, little key, little book. So I haven't actually done that. So I think we'll go around and we'll have a look at those. A little bit chilled, bit of combat, nothing heavy. And also, we've got something to react to, we've got something to watch, something to look at. There's a new Genshin Impact trailer of Rain and Sand, so we're going to be watching that. Going to be having a look at that. And that's going to be a couple of hours, and then I'll go and walk the dog. And then, he's a good boy, you know. And then I'll be back later on, pushing on. Not exactly certain how I'm going to feel about Sunday. Mind you saying this, you could be watching this on YouTube or later on. It might not matter to you what day it is. So, but yeah, I might not be on tomorrow. I don't know at the moment. Depends how I feel. Because at the moment I feel like, but this is cool. It's cool. I'm cool with it all. I just feel like I need a break. I feel like I need to go and just walk the dog in the woods for a day. Maybe get a sandwich somewhere, go and see a friend, you know, just do nothing with my brain. Yeah, anyway, so we'll watch this thing's just dropped recently, so we'll watch the thingy in a minute, the new trailer, but first we'll do a couple of these things. Hooray. That all makes sense. That all makes sense to me. It all makes sense to me. So let's see what's going down in the Domain of the Wayward Path. First, completion rewards. Recommended party level 50, so I should just ace this. I shouldn't have been neglecting them. It was once a paradise from someone's dreams. Search through its former bountiful blossoms and restore peace. I think it wanted Geo. Actually, I should just check that. Recommended elements Geo. Alright, hang on. It might want the Kipper. This might be a Kipper situation. Everyone knows the main character as Lumine. But we all know the main character is us. Whatever you call yourself, your main character. For me, it's the Kipper. The Grave Kipper.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
But that means I've got no Pyro. She'll be Geo. Could have two Geos, I could take a second Geo. Like, if it said it wanted Geo, I could just go all out Geo. It's funny, isn't it? Because you can't have them all in the same squad. You've got to create a nice balance. And when you don't know what's coming up. I mean, I like the way these two go together. I might give up my healing. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take our growing little squad. Because this is a level 50, it doesn't require everyone to be so tough. And I've got... Where is she? Chi-Chi is only at 61. She's on her way up, but she'll do this.
What's happening?
And we might not need a healer if it's going to be not as tough.
Ta-da! Clee's here!
So there we go. And I'm just going to change the Kipper. And if it's designed for Geo, and it's in leeway, it might expect that we have our very own Geo resonance on the go. And it might, you know, it might be designed for the Kipper. So, this is the Grave Kipper. Nice. Let's get her in there. Obviously, I'll just be picking these sweet flowers quickly. Ah, you, right. Right, now I can't see anything.
Wheel of life.
Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Ah, you're shooting at me. I have done my commissions already, but I don't really feel like warmed up or... like, I used to play Hearthstone, and one of the things I used to like about Hearthstone was that I didn't have to be fast actions per minute. I didn't have to click very fast or think quick about which character to switch to. I'd spend about 15-20 seconds working out what my turn's going to be, and then I play the cards. Like, it gets stressful at the high levels because you think a lot more about your turn and you try and work out. Like, you don't have to work out the statistical probability of what card is in what order and what hand, but which hand. But like, you tend to try to at the higher levels to help aid your decision making. Like, obviously inside is level 50, but out here is not level 50, so she's finding it a bit tough to do the damage here, but she's getting there. Let's have that, thank you. And then I was just looking at this and thinking, does this need geode things to smash and light up here, does it? No, I think I've already done them. I think that's how this place is open. It looks like they should be even more illuminated. Anyway. Let me get in there. Just check everything's working on the stream. Just check everything's working on the stream. I had more viewers when I started. Then I just turned it off and on again, and now I've lost the viewers. It's alright. Right, we're going to get a Crown of the Brave, apparently. Never seen one of those before. I haven't really been busting up the artifacts yet. So yeah, we're going to be nice and chilled. I also know that Kettle Toro is streaming right now. I watched a little bit of their stream. One of my new favourite content creators, Genshin Impact content creator. And maybe I should have brought Noelle. Already thinking maybe I should have brought Noelle. Oh god, it's a puzzle. It's not a puzzle, is it? Oh no. It's a puzzle. I'm not in the brain mind for puzzle. Rendezvous with everyone. That's my holiday quest. Oh, what's going on? I did nothing. I get it. No. It turned this one off. Oh, it's one of these where it turns off the ones next to it. Okay. So it's basically, it's not a choice here because it's set up symmetrically, you see? You see how it's symmetrical? So I have to choose, like, they're the same. So I'll just choose one of those. Which I missed. So quite like it if we could remove these starfalls now because they're in my way. Right, that one. It did remove one. Thanks for doing what I asked. Right, there's that one. So is it still symmetrical? That's what you want to ask yourself. No, now it's asymmetrical, yeah? Now you've got an option. Right. If I hit this... I'm going to do my brain work just really slow today, so if I hit that, these two go out. I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. It just did it automatically when that thing blew up, so... Great. So those two have gone out, and now I've got this one. I'm trying to light them all up. I think you go like a 7, like that, and then you go over here, like that. I know if I hit this one, that's going to light up, and so are the two next to it. And I'll have everything apart from this, but when I light this up, I'll be turning them off. So that's a problem. So what I actually want is one to be surrounded by two unlit ones, and then I can hit it and turn them all on, yeah? So I'm going to do... If I do this, it lights those two. I want one of them unlit. I want to unlight one instead of lighting it.
Starfall!
Like that. Oh, it's basically the same. I've got two next to each other still, you chuffer. Oh, I hate this with my brain not working. So what we're going to do is we're going to start just pumping in some starfalls. There you go. That one worked. Could have played that off like I was deliberately doing that, but actually I got to a point where I knew I was going in the right direction. You know, my brain, inside my brain somewhere, was saying do this, but I couldn't really get the logic into why, and I had to just go with my gut. It's good being a streamer when... because I really want to be like entertaining and positive and buoyant, but actually I feel quite tired and rubbish this morning, so I don't know why that is really. Just one of those things. Right, come on Starfall. Let's go. Look at them all, the little chuffers.
Life goes on. Blazing delight! Boing, boing, boing!
Knock them all up, blow them all out.
Dumpy, dumpy, go!
It's like they can't do any damage to me, look, because I'm so high up, ranked. Look, watch. Just like little tiny spots of damage. Oh, that was a big axe chop, but it did nothing to her. Look. Oh, that's bad, but it did really not much at all, so I think we're going to absolutely annihilate everyone here.
Starfall!
I think we're going to absolutely, like, annihilate everyone. I'm not even worried about getting hit by this. Nice and chilled. This is actually how I want to play today, that's quite good, so let's do it like this.
Orders given. Orders received.
Orders received.
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
Watch this, they'll all disappear now. See how they all disappeared? Now the big chuffers arrived. Look at that, those two disappeared pretty quick, didn't they? What are you doing, you big chuffer? I'm not even scared of him. Not even scared. Just gonna kill people, just go around killing them. Hey!
Really hurt!
Clee can do both physical and elemental damage at the same time, so... And she's not even scared.
Crumble apart!
Crumble apart, you big chuffer. There you go, look, you just stood on that now, aren't you? You stood up there now, you didn't expect that all of a sudden. Come down, have you?
Go.
Go. Oh. That's how I feel like Chi-Chi today. It was Omber. It was Omber. Was that it? Challenge completed? Really? Well done. Well done. Well done. Challenge completed. Got some stuff there, look. Nice stuff. Orders received. Right, next on the list then. So we just did this one now, and that's got a tick, and that's that done. Don't know if there's anything else happens with that now, because you like do a lot of work to discover these places. You unlock them, you open them, and then you go in and you just do that, and that's it done. I don't know if they're ever going to put more stuff in there. Maybe they will. We'll go and check out this next one. We'll move our way through Leeway. Leeway. Nice and relaxing on a Saturday for me. I've been in here before, haven't I? I don't know, have I? No. I did that. The Adepti thing. This is recommended party 70, so that's a bit more tough. Bit tougher. Bit tougher. Beneath the labyrinth lies the unexplored Moonlit Wonderland, a trove of pots and kettles. Search for... Pots and kettles. Search for what hidden treasures await discovery there. Search for... the hidden treasures? Search for... what hidden treasures? Grammatical. Recommended elements, Geo again, and Animo. Well, that's a bit weird, because Geo and Animo, they're both Traveller elements, so... But lucky for me, I got a Geo Traveller, and I've got a Animo. I've got this chuffer at level 20, no good for this though. I've got an animo siren.
So sleepy.
So now we've got like the whole little squad going. And Gravekipper, we'll do that. I'm not going to be able to freeze people up because I haven't got my wet boy on, but... Oh, well, I've got two icy characters. I've got Icy. She's icy. Icy cold. But you have to wet them up first. So we'll just see how it goes. Ribbon roads. The rainbow roads. Golden rainbow road. Ribbon road opening up before me. That's nice. What's this? This one's setting on fire. It's already on fire. That's alright. No puzzle there then. Rocky road here. Oh, like ice cream, innit? Hello. You little raspberry ripple.
Wheel of life.
I'm going to turn you into mint chop chip, mate. Just heard a big noise in the kitchen, and there's nobody in there, so it has to be a cat. I just assume it's a cat. So I'm not having it. I'm not having a chuffing about today. Just let the cat do what they want. I got careless. I'm playing really...
Opening box of Adeptatrix.
Well, that's better. Come on, Clee, get up on there and blow them all up.
I got suffocate.
Quite fun, isn't it, standing up on one of these and just lobbing bombs at people. Quite a different way to play it. Don't you two want to get blown up? Knocked one of them off then, look. She's like a statue. Right, I'm getting back on, I'm not falling off there. Knowing me today, I'll fall off there. That one's gone for a ping. That one won't. That one went. She's cool. There we go, nice cheeky chest. It's just about my pace today, thank you very much. Da da da, stuck in the chest, da da da. Oh, something else I should notify everyone that follows our Genshin Impact playthrough is that what I did was I went at the shop and spent all my geo sigils in the little, like, not in the out-of-game shop, but in-game, in Leeway, there's a little general store, a jewelry store. And I went in there, spent all my geo sigils and bought everything. Actually got a bunch of more on. And I spent it all upgrading a sword. I don't want to fall off here. The one thing I don't want to do is to fall. I shouldn't have said it out loud because now it'll happen. I'm not going in there with you, in that bush. I'm not going in there. And you as well, you can... I'm not having... You, I don't want to fall off. See, we're getting close to falling off here. Oh, there's the chest. Oh, look, maybe I can fall off. Maybe I can just walk... No, I'm not going to try it. I was going to say maybe I can just walk around in the sky, but probably just fall off. Don't know why they recommended Geo, because so far Geo's been completely irrelevant. Wants me up there, look. Well, how'd you go up there? Alright, you fall off. Fly. Does that tingle? Maybe that's what's made me cross, actually. I just saw something in the news today about...
Orders given.
In London.
Orders received.
In fact, I'll save this news until... I'll just mention it quickly now, and then I'll save it to a chat about it with Snips and Capital K, who know about the ASMR, and Nigel. And, is that in London, they've recently done an exhibition, 2022. No, don't fall off. Oh, I just said about that. They've done an exhibition in the Gallery of Design run by Conran, which I quite respect and have been to in the past. And it's about ASMR, and they've done their own ASMR thing. Did they call Scotty Hottie? Did they fuck?
Make my escape.
You know, did I get involved in... No. Was I invited to... No. Not even for consultation, no. Should I expect that? No, I'm not involved in the London College of Design or anything. I shouldn't expect anything. Just It's like, don't they know their history? Nah. They don't know their history. What's going on here? I mean, that's good. You know what? I don't mind that they're doing the exhibition. I think good that they're doing the exhibition. It's interesting. But what I do mind is that they called the exhibition the first exhibition of its type in the UK. The first ASMR exhibition. And I think that's a bit annoying because I did the first ASMR exhibition in the UK. So, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. They stole your thunder. That's your thunder stole. It's just thunder. It don't matter. What am I even doing here, man? I want to go up there, do I? And you got to fucking sort this shit out. Right, they change. So I'm going to get on one, and when it changes, I'm going to jump on the other, yeah? Nope. Alright, I'm jumping too quick. There's one behind me now. Right, I see. I'm getting too eager. Look, because I'm jumping out to the middle one. Just gotta chill. It's gonna take you all the way there. So don't get too eager, wait for it to come all the way back. That's all. You know, it's not major, it's just a miniature wounder to see the national news talking about ASMR and a gallery and art space that you respect talking about it, and to think, oh, they could have given me a call, couldn't they? I've only had the few million views doing the old ASMR. I'm only British, like, you know, like, I've only done a lot of experimentation and exploration in the subject, haven't I? I only know my shit. Don't I? I only know my shit. There's no need to get me involved. Would have been exactly the sort of area and space that I'd have enjoyed being in. Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't get me involved. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You don't need me.
Gotta dash. I feel kind of woozy.
Oh god. Obviously, this has gone well. I'm only joking. I'd concede that the Gallery of Design in London, run by Conran, is not going to be calling me. Oh, good, I'm on here. It's not going to be calling me up in a hurry. I do get it. I'm only sort of joking.
Starfall!
Sort of joking, like, you know, motivated by true bitterness. Look at this, frozen all the time. Stop freezing me. What are you doing right up there, over there, with your frozen bottles?
It's a fury. How's this? I got it.
Fists of fury, fists of fury. Oi, punched her.
I got careless. Picked.
This is a little squad in action, though. We've only got Diona to level up, and then we've got the full little squad. I'm actually starting to get a little bit cheesed off that Diona is also cryo. Because it makes sense that she's cryo, she's cold and dead. Diona's a bar waitress. She makes cocktails, and that's her connection to cryo, is like she makes icy cold drinks. Look at this chuffer down here. And it would be better if our squad had Animo, cryo, pyro, and then Diona could be a bow and arrow electro, or a bow and arrow water, or a bow and arrow, what's the other one, geo, or dendra, or, you know, or something that like the traveler. What I'm saying is I'm gonna have two cryo characters, a fire and an animo. That's what I'm saying, and it would have been nice to have a bit more synergy mix up with the little ones, but there we go. Anyway, look, there's some more of these. I know that test is such a good debate.
I got careless.
You got careless. I don't know why it asked me to bring Geo. Oh yeah, there was that one puzzle, wasn't there, with the Geo thing? Or was that the last one? See, my brain won't even know. Blow them all up.
Suffocate.
Drop! Crumble apart!
Get off my chest. Stop going around by my chest. They're trying to pinch things out of my chest. They're trying to ninja loop my chest. I'm not having it.
Sacred name, fortune preserver.
They're gonna fly in! Sacred name, fortune preserver. She's got a kick in the head then. She's cool, isn't she?
Life goes on.
Like, one of my favourite things about recent... Like, 'cause obviously we pulled for Klee, didn't we? And Klee's great, and we're happy that we've got Klee. But, Kaching came as like a little bonus, and so did the owner. Very lucky to get the full mini squad, but... Sorry, Chi-Chi. I didn't realise she was going to be this cool. I knew I wanted her in the squad because she looks cool.
Wheel of life.
But I didn't know she was going to be this cool. Just going to try and take out some of these little dudes before the big dude tries to get involved too much.
Faster? Okay.
Sort of appear to be a bit stuck in the scenery now. Obviously this isn't my strongest lineup, so I am getting a bit... taking a bit of punishment, but not loads.
Go.
I got careless.
We are doing some damage, but... Hey you. It's that big dude in the middle that I want to take last. So I just want to be able to focus on him, so I'm just going to try and keep moving and doing these little dudes.
Orders given.
Orders received.
Rise.
Boing, boing, go! Throw them all up! Jumpy, jumpy, go!
This will be fine.
Drop!
Leaving so soon.
What's he doing? It's up there, look. What are you doing up there, you chuffer? Flying in the sky. So, that's normal, isn't it? That's
Life goes on.
fair. Technique. Ninja technique. Flying in the sky ninja technique.
No escape.
Hello, Snips.
And the way
I'll just read your chat in just 1 second when I can use my brain. Yeah, what happened was I did the stream, turned it on, and my keyboard was making a noise.
Wow.
I think it was something called sticky keys or something like that. So every time I pressed the button, it went click, 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 and like it made a like played a sound through the speakers. Through the, you could hear it on the stream. So I had to restart the stream, which was frustrating. Why can't I have the box? I had to restart the stream.
Make my escape.
I could have done it on live on camera, but I thought, why would I spend half an hour learning how to unclick my keyboard live on camera? So I just turned it off and on again. Yeah, so I had a few viewers and now I'd lost them and now I've got them. Hello. And what we're doing today is we're doing a few of these little domains that I've been... You see, we just did that and we got a little chest. We're in these places like this. I've just been neglecting them. There's a key here, look. So I'm just going around, just gently collecting up these little chests out of these rooms. We might do some of these challenges. I feel like I need a bit of a day to walk the dog, to clear my head, do some thinking, recharge the batteries. We've been pushing quite a lot on stream this last week and a half. We're going to come back tonight and we're going to do the final part of our Hollybobs tonight in the archipelago. But this one's just going to be a bit chilled. And also we've got a Genshin Impact trailer to react to. The latest literally dropped a couple of hours ago. Latest trailer. So that's a nice Genshin Impact stream, and then I'll go and walk the dog for a bit and recharge a little bit and then come back for the evening Hollybob stream. That's the plans, Stan. That's the agenda, Brenda. I deserve a day. Yeah, I'll plan myself a day off, you know. I was thinking of doing it tomorrow, but it's not that I want to just... What I've started thinking is sometimes, usually, I take days off and I just spend the day off, like, you know, sitting in bed. Pottering around, you know, that sort of thing. And then I actually end up working. I get on camera, or I get on... I didn't want to say camera then, I wanted to say... I get on the editing computer and I start editing and doing stuff. You know, I usually end up just... So what I actually want to do is plan a day where I say, me and the dog are going to go to, or I'm going to go out for dinner with, or do you know what I mean? Like, plan a little thing and say that's going to be on my day off, so that I actually do something. And don't just say, I'm having a day off, and then end up just going on the computer anyway. That's what I want to do. And I haven't done that for today. Instead...
Seems like I should have just stayed in bed today.
Some days you might feel a bit tired and you still have to go to work. So I've scheduled in for the next couple of... I've got a plan about what we're doing on stream. I actually do want to play that cat game. And I want to be able to get ahead of... You know, we need to do Inazuma. Bottom line, once I've done Inazuma, everything else can be relaxed. We've also got some new news stories, BBC, thankfully. Thanks very much, BBC. Did all my work for me. I was doing some chemtrails research myself. But BBC have done a new article about chemtrails. They do reality check articles, and so that's my next conspiracy theory video YouTube stream sorted. So I don't even have to do that myself anymore. So that's good. We'll look at that as well. So I've got some things scheduled in and planned in, but yeah, I'll take a day off soon. But today I do feel a bit tired, a bit rubbish. I think I ate way too late, mate. And the weather's not very nice here either. You know, we had that heat wave and then it's been raining for 2 days. So I don't know, like... sympathetic fallacy.
Do a growth spurt by now.
Sympathetic fallacy being when the weather reflects your mood. Mainly in literature and film. I think that's right, isn't it? Sympathetic fallacy. Fallacy? Maybe fallacy is the wrong word for that. My brain ain't working properly today, so, you know, little pieces of information that I just dig out from nowhere might not be correct. Maybe subject to change.
Make my escape. Make my escape.
Gonna get the comments in chat with chemtrails. Yeah, but you know what? I don't want to talk about it too much on this Genshin Impact stream, but it'll blow your mind, because I was doing some research. What I was looking to try and find out, I was arguing about it with my Uncle Frank. And I was saying physics mean that if you release... Like, if I open a can of Coke in a plane and pour it out the window, all that Coca-Cola is not going to fall down to the ground like rain, is it? As it falls, it's going to reach terminal velocity and it's going to evaporate. Depending on how high you are, it might not ever reach the ground. It might turn into evaporated fluid and like float up into the upper atmosphere to come down as rain. And certain gases, you know, depending on density, might be denser than air or less dense than air. And the density of the air in the atmosphere gets less dense as you go higher. I shouldn't go on about this too much, but the density of it gets less dense as you go higher. See, I forgot to turn off this Firefox now. It gets less dense as you go higher, right? So if you like open a can of gas in the middle atmosphere, depending on whether it's more dense or less dense, it'll either go up or down. Like, it might be, it's like floating on the surface of the water. If the lower atmosphere is quite dense, the upper atmosphere is less dense. It might be the gas never reaches the lower atmosphere because it doesn't sink down through that atmosphere. It's less dense, it sits on top of it. And also, the atmosphere moves upwards. And at the very top, it sort of disappears off into space. And we don't burn off our atmosphere like a candle, but it does disappear off into space. And at the ground level, we make new gases. I'm pretty sure that's kind of how it works. So there's like a more upward trajectory of gases in the atmosphere. So like just basic physics would lead me to believe that if you were to like take some malicious gas, and I think the idea is that they're dropping fluid or gas and it's going to reach the ground and it's going to get into our systems and it's going to do something to us. And I would contest that there's only a limit on how many fluids or gases would even reach the ground. And if you wanted to start a cloud of gas, the amount of fluid you could carry on board a plane, because like, you know, you've seen those planes going and drop. I'll say all this again, won't I, on the episode, but You see those planes dropping water on forest fires, and like they open the thing, the water's dropped and it's gone. Like these chemtrails last for like miles. So like how much water are they carrying on board these planes? So these are questions I have, but I look like the BBC did it all for me, and what even is worse than I thought is that it turns out that in the 50s and 70s they were dropping chemicals on us from planes. In America, in San Francisco, they dropped a red bacteria out. You can look it up. This is bad. They dropped it out of a plane to test if biological warfare would be damaging, and it was supposed to be a bacteria that would profligate in the ecosystem but not be damaging, so they could measure it, see how far it grew, and then say, well, if that was a damaging bacteria, it could have been so much worse. But actually it turned out the bacteria caused 12 deaths. So they have done it, they've done these trials. So like yeah, never mind. Exactly, like the fuel and the fluid going up in the plane, it's all problems, isn't it? But it turns out that dropping heavy metals as well, like mercury or arsenic or other things, that could work. Like aerated heavy metals, a bit like you might say, like, you know, a terrible plastics fire would put bad things into the atmosphere. Like, a bit like that. Like, there are ways of doing bad things from the sky, and it turns out our governments have experimented with them and done them to us. So that's where the conspiracies come from. After they did it, Nixon said, hey, what are you doing? Shut that right down. Nixon did. That was back then. He said, shut that down. And after that, they didn't do it anymore. Apparently, maybe they did. And then there's another question. Now, this is all, you know, teasers for my future upcoming YouTube episode if you're watching this, so, you know, watch that as well. But if they did do that, then what would they be feeding us, and why, and how, and like, is it just bacteria or is it mind control? How do you control someone's mind with chemical weapons? I think it's all like there are some answers that are still unanswered. Anyway, this looks like a big fight. What a lovely background music, and a lovely, peaceful, serene. Like, this looks lovely, doesn't it? This looks nice. And they're over there, and I have to go and have a big fight inside Teapot World. Come on then. Oh, I should have probably brought Wet Boy. You know, I'm trying to just chill here, but I should have probably brought Wet Boy. So I'm going to need to melt these choppers, and that's going to be an issue. Because like Blazing Delight's not going to do it. You know, I can't see what's going on because of this, I can't see where the floor is or what's going on. Like, that big chopper's getting a right go on me because of that. I need to charge up her special, really. That's what I need to do. Look, that big chopper's really cross. Maybe I'll take the big chopper first. No, he's really cross. But this is 10 levels. This is level 70. That's a level 45. And I'm level 80, so like, he can't really hurt me. Not really. Did a bit then. Faster?
Okay, faster.
Like, this would have been fun at the right level, but I could come back here with my weak squad. I'm just doing it now. Got the mage down anyway. And in the process, I seem to have killed this dude. Look, by mistake, I've killed this dude.
Almost dodged that.
He's dead. Everyone's thing's charged.
Box of Adepti-Trix.
Opening box of Adepti-Trix. That doesn't do any chemical damage to my opponent, though, look. So, hey, they could have called elements chemicals, couldn't they? They could have called it chemical weapons warrior. We'll get there, though, just really slowly. While that little ball thing does the melt damage. Just have to wait for my new little ball thing to do some more melt damage. That worked. There we go, the little club worked. The debate club. Now can I have my chest?
Starfall!
Thanks. That was a big challenge. You know, at level... Like, if I wasn't level 80, that would have been a big challenge. So there you go. Big challenge. Yeah, do you know what I was thinking as well? I was thinking that Monday we could do the chemtrails thing, and I could wrap it up with Mental Health Monday, and I could do a bit of mental health. Like, someone left a comment. I mean, people leave a lot of comments on my stuff. Oh look, I need to spend my resin. I don't do that. I need to spend my resin. So we'll go and do a quick boss fight for a quick resin spend. I need, at the moment, electrode cubes, and I need frost Regisvines, and I need, so, you know, it's never ending. Just gonna quickly flip the squad around. This is going to be fighting a flame thing, so
I'll scout ahead.
I'm going to be taking the wet
For
crew.
justice.
And you, and I'll
I
take
hear
Noelle,
you've got a job for me.
because she
I will protect you.
will protect me. There's those berries. I'm not going to fight those two chuffers down there. This time I'm just going to go straight in, get us going. Yeah, because, like, someone left a comment on the old YouTube, and it mirrored what I'd sort of said in different videos, that they said I've had a few comments that say people that want me to continue. One said holding the candle to the feet, you know, holding their feet to the flame. That phrase, holding their feet to the flame, like, not like, because I say, oh, we shouldn't bully them too much. We should let them have their own party. You know, these people aren't doing any major harm on the internet, but they are trying to twist people for money a bit. But who isn't, you know?
Witness the power of Gurwa.
So I say that about the, you know, and then
Body and mind.
I don't want to, like, you know, go on and on. Like, I'm not like to start a hate campaign against these Tartarians or whatever, am I? But at the same time, someone said, I'm glad you keep holding their feet to the candles. They shouldn't be able to really get away with, like, preying on people. And I see it that way as well, you know. I think they try and manipulate a vulnerable group. You know, when I say vulnerable, I mean maybe people with funny ideas or questions that aren't best served by, you know, going on about all this conspiracy stuff. Like, you know, I've said it before, haven't I? So, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, there was that comment.
You can't run.
And like, if I don't keep doing it, then, like, you know, who is doing John Levi, Martin Leake,
No, my sword.
Michelle Gibson, you know, debunking? Who is doing that? Simon Dan does a bit of general, you know, but these people seem to not be on his radar. And I don't want to be Simon Dan or anything like that. But anyway, point is that another comment said that they liked these videos because they found them very mentally healthy. And I hadn't really thought, like, you know, I know the Mental Health Monday is mental support, isn't it? So I see that as that, but I hadn't really thought that just doing the... Because when we do the debunking as well, right, it's formed to be the roots, let's get in there.
Rain cutter. Judgment.
Come on. Got it.
You can't run.
Because when we do the debunking, I hope to be kind
Rain
of...
outlines your fate.
Like, you know, I say all that, you allow them to make their case while continuing to give respect as humans. That's it. You know, I'm not getting my words out today, but I'm trying to make sure that I don't want to be rude to people and put them off and turn them away and make them argumentative. But what I do want to do is, like, you know, make it feel open so that, like, they're not going to... I think in the long run it would be better if they maybe abandon some of these strange ideas. And I think the only way that's going to happen through our work is if we're drawing them in, and, you know, if we're not repelling them. And we've got some people in Words on Stream, for example, you know, when we do Words on Wednesday, we've got some people there from that world that, when we're not talking about those things, are quite amiable, quite nice. You know, they're decent people. I'm not going to pick anyone's particular name out because I don't think that's fair on the internet like this, but, you know, a couple of them I was surprised to learn had some of these strange ideas as core beliefs, because some of the others ideas they have are not strange, and like they're, you know, like for example, one might believe in the Tartaria but not the flat earth, or one might believe in the flat earth and not the Tartaria, and like it's a spectrum of people, isn't it? So like at the end of the day, I hope we can turn, like, I'm not very good today because of my brain, I've said it enough times, I'm feeling tired, but we need to be able to turn a conversation about chemtrails. What we need to be able to do is we need to go through all the evidence that's presented, you know, by the fact checkers and what have yous. We need to also give some time and treat seriously the concerns that sound a bit off the wall, and to like look into them. We'll then look at the truth about what the government have done in the past, and what I want to then finish on, the way I want to be able to bring it round, is to say that you're quite reasonable to, you know, it's quite reasonable to think that because the government were doing these things in the past, they might be doing strange things today. Like, that's quite reasonable to think that, but like, without, like, I don't want to sort of say, right, I'm judging this and I'm saying that it's stupid and you're stupid, there's the end of it. What I want to say is that, like, human beings, because I said it enough times on mental health stuff, like, human beings have natural, like, we all fall for the same optical illusions, and, you know, we watch magic tricks, and I don't know how David Blaine vanished the Empire State Building, but he made it go disappear. Like, you know, these sort of things, like, we all get fooled by stuff, and so maybe it's real and maybe it's fooling you, and I don't know, but ultimately, can we turn it around to a mentally more positive thing? Like, can I get these people to question, because they question the narrative, don't they? They're always questioning the narrative, and can I get them to question their own narrative and whether it's mentally healthy? And what I'd like to be able to do is, if someone came to the there are a lot of ideas in chat, if someone came to the broadcast from their world with, like, what I perceive, I'm talking about this now because we're just chilling, so I'll do what I like on my stream, but what I perceive in these things is that people get het up and hot. I used to get it sometimes. I don't know if you were here earlier when I said there's an ASMR exhibition happening in London today.
It was on a deserted moonlit
shut up, moon boy.
That
the design school of London, run by Terence Conran or something that I respect. They could put on an exhibition of ASMR, and they've described it as the first exhibition of ASMR in the UK. And it, like, when I read the article, I was both happy and angry, because I was happy because it's like, ASMR is good, isn't it? And now it's out there. And I was a little bit angry because I did the first ASMR exhibition. I made the ASMR gallery, and it was a virtual gallery, and I put these flyers out everywhere, and, like, you know, like, they don't know, they don't do their research, and they haven't asked me to be involved in any way, despite being one of the early proponents, and, like, you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, I've already done, yeah, exactly. So, like, at first though, like, you know, my initial human response is to actually, like, have a physiological, I call it getting a bit hot, or thinking a bit fast, and being like, oh my god, well, why didn't, oh yeah, you know, like, you feel like, and then I was like, hang on, what am I thinking? Like, of course they didn't call me or ask me, like, they don't care, I'm not even to be bothered about it, I'm not bothered about it, like, I'm not, so it's okay. Like, but what I was relating this to was, when people join in a stream and there's arguments going on about conspiracy theories, like, what I don't want is to be, like, making them even more hot and angry. Like, at the end of watching the broadcast, they should feel more calmed and relaxed, and maybe, you know, like I'm going to do later, go for a walk with the dog. You know, that's the end result that I want them to achieve, is some, yeah, I don't want to make them all hot and angry. I don't think that helps people. So, yeah, book sorting, yeah, I did the book sorting. Yeah, like, don't matter, does it? You know, don't matter. Like, they've claimed it now. It's gone so mainstream that a major institution in London has claimed ASMR as their own. And I think there'll be other ASMR artists who equally feel a little bit left out, because I don't know how many of them they asked or talked to. Yeah, you looked it up. There's a mechanical tongue. Yeah, I've seen some weird shit. Yeah, it's their idea. It's their idea. They didn't consult me, so I can't critique it as like, oh, it's art and it's art and design and it's up to them. So I'm sure there's a lot of people in the ASMR world who would like to have been able to put forward some, I mean, we all have in our content, so I can feel confident that I put forward my views in my content, and then if they watched it, they might have had some thoughts about it. They might not. They might actually, I might be saying this and somebody that was involved might say, oh no, hang on Scott, I really enjoyed your channel, just like some other people on YouTube did. But I didn't think to call you or involve you, so. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It is fine. It doesn't matter. You know, I don't own ASMR, do I? What am I doing then? Right, I haven't done the Golden House, but that's a boss fight. I'm not really feeling boss fights right now. I'm looking to go through these little domains and clear off these little bits that we haven't done. So there's one. There's still one in the chasm that I haven't unlocked. Just going to move my way north through Leeway. I haven't done that one. No, I've done that one, sorry. Over here, then. That's a boss that I've already killed. That's Azadaha. So I'm not doing that now. That's Tashan Mansion. That's just books. We just did that. Moving north. There's another one here. Treasure Collection 20. That's a domain where you beat up enemies, and instead of getting books, you get... Alright, okay, yeah, Bloodstained Chivalry, right, I see. We've been saving these for when I get to this level where they'll start dropping 5-star stuff, and now we're at that level, they'll start dropping 5-star stuff, so we can start going in these other domains now where you get artifacts, and you can start grinding up your cool artifacts. So that's something to put on the list. Alright, thanks for writing to the radio. One of the things that was, I suppose, beneficial in the early days was the BBC did a little article, featured me, Emma Whispers Red, some other people, like on the Radio 4, I think it was. And then I was also in Vox.com, which is like a website, magazine thing. Like they did an article and they said, can we use like some, you know, have you got a quote or something? And I told them what I thought, and then they put a little quote and a link with one of my videos embedded. So that was helpful. Yeah, there's been so much journalism done over. Is it wonderful? It's just like nothing to me. It was kind of helpful. I mean, I noticed that some viewers come through, like, you know, it tells me on YouTube that you get views from an embedded website, so I get like 3 to 10% of my views from that now or something, or originally find me through that or something, I don't know. Yeah, it's nice to be included. What was nice about it is to be included in the conversation. That was nice. So I don't know what Vox is, so getting some recognition. It was like, at the time, I guess, if you searched for ASMR artists and wanted someone to mention, like if you wanted to do some research and talk to people, there was a limited number of people in the UK who were doing it, and there was a limited number of people on the internet who had thousands of views, and there was a limited number of people who had something to say. I think the fact that I did that sex video where I talked about the relationship between intimacy and ASMR and said it wasn't about sex, I think that helped as well, because, you know, I had something to say. And yeah, some care into those projects. Well, it was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Yeah, we've done that. Like, I am chilling today doing this. If I wanted to be in the ASMR gallery, then I'd be hammering out the ASMR, working really hard on it, sending out my flyers, and, you know, I'm not doing that, so I shouldn't actually feel like they, you know, no one's obligated to dredge up my videos from years ago and say, oh, look. Like, and if they did, then I would have to say to them, thanks very much for calling me. Have you tried Heather Feather? Thanks very much for calling me. Have you tried Laura Lemure? Like, do you know what I mean? I'd have to put them onto the people that I looked at as people that I admired. So, if Laura Mura and Heather Feather, like if you do an ASMR exhibition in London anywhere at a proper gallery, if you're doing that and you haven't consulted with someone like Heather, like Heather, not just Heather Feather, there's another, you know, there's an echelon there, isn't there? There's a group. But you know, if you haven't consulted with Heather Feather, then what are you fucking doing? Basically, what do you know about it? Fuck all. It's like doing a rock and roll show and, you know, just having Coldplay play. Just realised that when Coldplay play, you have to say that. Coldplay play. Who's playing? Are you going to, you know, who's playing at the gig tonight? I'm going to watch Coldplay play. Stupid name for a stupid band. Right, let's see if we've got any more of these. I'm not bitter. We haven't... Oh, I thought we'd have loads of these. We don't have to keep doing these, you know. Obviously that's Eagle's Gate, I know what that is. That's a domain. Oh no, look, explore Fallen Fortress, I haven't done that. Well, there you go, you see. There you go. The Temple of the Lion, I've done that. That. Explore Fallen Fortress, I haven't done that. Poor Coldplay. Yeah, at least I don't have to go around being Coldplay. I come here a lot though, and the reason I come here is to climb up that wall and go and beat up that boss. I mean, this could be moving the world level up. No, it's recommended 35. Yeah, I haven't done this. I've missed it out. Pyro and Electro, deep in the ruins, a fortress occupied by monsters. Pyro and Electro, it says. So.
Ta-da! Clee's here.
But I think like we're going to be way overpowered, so I might take you.
Let's finish this quickly.
And I'll take him because I need, you know, some Electro Punch just in case.
Ahead.
And it was level 35, wasn't it? Oh, I was going to say, should I take her? I got all these up to level 20 just for the Primos. Just for the free wishes. In fact, we can do a couple of wishes. I forgot what he even said now. Pyro and Electro. I'll take Sayu.
Trapped.
Yeah, we got her now as well, so got loads of characters to res. Oh, I remember this room. I do remember this. I came here and I find it really difficult. Isn't it funny that I'm now choosing like just random characters in a poorly put together squad to have a go at this? I came here and I found it so difficult. And now I should just be able to ace it, yeah?
I'll be fine.
I don't know why it wanted Pyro, because it seems that there's a lot of Pyro energy going on in here anyway. We're doing better with Wet Boy. But look, I'm really not scared anymore, because they can't hurt me. Shame. Because they could hurt me before, they could really hurt me, I'll tell you. It was a bit of a nightmare, this room was. But now it's easy. Is that a mushroom? No. Let's have another ka-ching.
Cut to the chase.
That looks cool, doesn't it?
Incoming.
Oh, I see as well. You can tag the enemies and fly to them, look.
Speed of light.
Like that. And then I'll press the button again and I'll fly over to it and kill it. Yeah. It's quite clever. Challenge complete. A lot easier than I thought it would be. And there's some leaves there, look. So just blow the leaves to put them, tidy this place up. Nice little room. I thought that was going to open up maybe, but maybe later. Maybe another day. This, I've done all of these. Investigate Secret Hideout, I believe, is the world level quest. Temple of the Wolf is fine. This is books. These are flowers. This is weapon stuff. Ascend, clear the ruins. That would be the world ascension, won't it? Ascend, clear the ruins. In that case, that means that Investigate secret hideout. We'll do that. I don't mind if I accidentally ascend the world level, because I'm a tough nut. Oh, I'm a tough nut, but ascend, clear the ruins. I think that might be it, and then this might just be one that I've missed. First completion rewards, look, you see. And one of these keys, and then I think I get that key, and I've got all the Mondstadt Shrines of the Depths, which is nice, because just more chests behind them, really. Party level 30, it says. Well, I'm 70s. I'm going to be a bit strong. She's at 30.
What's happening?
Doesn't even matter what happens, does it? Because we're going to absolutely smash it. Defeat 20 opponents. There's one. There's two. Right, it's going to not be hard.
Incoming! With sword comes shadow.
That's nearly all of them.
Ninjutsu!
Just do that and it'll just kill them, look. I don't really have to do much.
Don't blink! Hey!
I'm not even worried. I think they're all dead. I better hurry up now. I've got 10 seconds left.
Orders given. Orders received.
So I better hurry up now. Number of enemies cannot exceed. Number of times frozen cannot... I'm not allowed to be frozen. Okay, I better not be frozen then. I'll tell you that, I better not be frozen. Seems to be doing okay so far. With my level 70 character against level 10 enemies. There you go, 40 primos. Lovely precious chest. It's nice, isn't it? Nice relaxing pace today. Very nice. No problemo. I'm actually quite happy doing these in this order. No problemo, Rodney. I'm going to run out of them though. So that's them. What about this one? That's where it says Ascend, so I'm going to leave Ascension until later. Storm Terror's over there. That's a boss fight. Like that. Treasure cost. And it's flowers, so it's not that. Yeah, I think I've cleared them all now. Let's check Inazuma. There's one unknown that I haven't unlocked. This is books. That's not been unlocked. That's not been unlocked. There's a few more over here that have not been unlocked. Oh, that one's been unlocked, but it's... Oh no, that's actually a challenge. That's a challenge. It might be a bit more tough. Let's go over there. I think we'll go over there and have a look at it. Maybe we can't get in it. I don't know. Might just nip to the bathroom. Oosh. We'll have a look over here then. Might put on the proper squad for this.
If you're scared of...
Just sharpen my spear.
Chivalry will never die. Sooner we're done, the better.
Fair enough. One of them needs healing. So we're off to heal her up. Thank you very much. And then it's this thing that I want to get to, so just head over here and see if we can just fly over there. This place is cool, isn't it? I'm eager to get to Inazuma still and have a good go round with the quests. Starting to learn how these devices work as well, so yeah, we'll be able to get around there. Right, it says down. I'm thinking it's underneath here somehow. Right, oh, is it in there with this? No, it's not in there with that, is it? No, right, made a mistake. I wonder if this is a place I haven't even unlocked. That looks like it needs sorting.
Boba, get them!
Do you not like the torch on fire? You think? Oh, it's wet, isn't it? There's some torches. There's this thing. Don't know what this thing does or is. Seems like some sort of platform. There's a couple of torches, and you know that makes me feel like they want to be on fire. But they won't stay on fire because it's raining, I'm guessing. This device. This are torches. There's another torches up there, look. It's got to be the torches, hasn't it? But then how do you deal with the fact that it's raining? Oh look, there's a Sealy on this one. Hello. Wait, I'm going to try and light this one just that he was on, see if it makes any difference. No. I'll try and light this one that the Sealy's on, see if it makes any difference while the Sealy's on it. It'll still go out again, won't it? Yeah, it don't make a difference. We're not lighting these torches, I'll tell you that. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I see you. 4. Thanks, little Sealy. Oh, the Sealy's just going around these torches. So at least I know the order, but because it's bucketing down with rain, we can't.
At the ready.
How am I supposed to do that?
Lights out.
Maybe through the questing and adventure, I might change the weather. You know, maybe through that. Maybe I'd do something that sorts out the big power problem, storm problem. I don't know. Seems weird, doesn't it? Seems like it should totally be that I can light those torches and get in there. And this would be some sort of stone reveal once I press this button. And I have to do it in the order. Obviously, oh look, they're on electric. Look, they're electrified. Maybe I do that. Who's the best for this? Probably Lisa.
Ooh, you're taking me out?
Let's try this then. One. Two. Three. Four. Nothing happened. Like, even if I could light it.
Leave it to me.
Even if I could light it, I'm thinking, can I do it with elemental combo? But even if I can, the water just puts it out. The fact it's raining just stops that from happening, so...
I'll race you there.
That's all good.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Can't be able to look at that. What am I going to do about that? Nothing. So, I'm just over here to the snake's head to grab some crystal marrow while I'm here. There's quite a lot of crystal marrow in this whole area, but I'm just going to grab the obvious bits. Get up there, Chuffer. Great. Go on. Up on top of the big serpent's head. Down into the mouth. There's like a lot more, like if you want to go on a bigger run for this stuff, there's a lot more, but don't worry about that kid, he's just there to play games. When I'm here, I just go on this little run like this, so. Like that. That's a few there, so. Nicely done. There's another mansion there, place, palace and a pool. Haven't done that one yet, but again, I think I have to unlock it. We haven't even got over here yet. There's one on here as well. There's a few more of them. But we've done a lot. We've done a couple. So I'll tell you what we'll do now. We'll react to the latest video. The latest... I'll react. I'm in a great frame of mind to react to things. Great frame of mind to react. Let's go and chill out up this top of this, look.
I won't let you down.
It's nice, isn't it? Oh, this stone reminds me, makes me remember that I have to... There's still something I've got to do up the mountain. Involving a stone tablet lighting up. Might do that later on. Might look on the internet to see how to do it. It's nice up here though, isn't it? Just going to head over to the... You know, it's pretty late with the waterfall. How does the waterfall work? Where does the... That's quite a lot of water to be losing out of that lake per second, per minute, isn't it? How does it get refilled? Get on there, don't you fall off. There we are. It is like a little mental holiday for me to go in these places, I swear. Like, you know, Dark Souls is a dark and imposing environment and you feel like, you know, hard done by. But coming here is nice and relaxing, just running around, chilling. Fell in then.
Make my escape.
It's nice, isn't it? Just gonna pop a wish. We've got 3 of these. Remember, we've recently got a 5-star, so, and then straight after we got 4-star K. I don't care. So, 3 of these, let's see what we get. You saw Barbara cosplay yesterday. Oh right, yeah, you went to Comic-Con, didn't you? How was that? You're still scanning the crowds for Venti. Are you there now? It's still going on. If you see any Genshin... Oh, you're going back today, right, cool. Yeah, you'll now be able to spot the Ventis, right? You'll be able to see the Genshin cosplayers. Imagine running into Barbara. They chose quite a good one to cosplay, actually, didn't they? Because everyone knows her, and she's very popular, like, in the game. Oh, look, an orb. Got an orb. And we'll do 2 more wishes, and then we'll have a look at which ones you should cosplay. If I go out the gamer area, you'll probably find my Venti. You might not be at the gamer area. From what I've seen on YouTube, you might be at a different part. Another crappy bow. Thanks very much. Not really expecting anything out of these wishes, so it's nice to just be... it's nice to have my expectations met with a crappy bow. Thanks.
Seems like I should have just stayed in bed today.
These are the characters we've got. You know, I don't really want to look at these because I want to meet them organically, but we know this one now, don't we? That would be quite a tough cosplay because, bloody hell, look at the detail on the costume. Let's have a look at Babs. Oh my god, I didn't know she did that cool music dancing. Yunjin is now on my list for sure. Let's have a look at Barbara. I mean, Barbara's still quite complicated, but it's a big shape to the dress, isn't it? Little hat, the hair in the curls, the cuffs, your boots. Like, at least her lines are a bit more clean. At least there's less detail. Lisa would be straightforward, but it's still a nightmare with the detail. I suppose if you're going in for cosplay, you put the effort in to do the detail, don't you? He's going to be going around in little shorts, and he's got a corset on. He's got like a male corset. I couldn't cosplay as these because I'm not tiny, so I just couldn't do it. So it could be a really big version. Hideout, I think, would be the easiest. I'll tell you why.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
I'll tell you why, is because you'd probably got buy the shoes, the socks, a pair of black shorts. You know, you'd probably buy all those sort of things out of just the Amazon shops. And then you could customise them slightly, couldn't you? Like the shorts, you could put little lines on. You could probably get like a... The cuffs would be a bit... You probably want to add the cuffs maybe. I mean, the jacket... The cut of the cuffs makes it difficult. But you'd probably find, you know, a fitted jacket with a black collar and probably find the basics quite easy, and then the extra details might be tough.
Silly churl, Billy churl.
Almost put the hat on Etsy. You know, if it's just made of felt, you know, if it's a hard-wearing hat that you're going to have for years, then okay. But if they've just made it out of felt and it looks the same, but you can't really wear it in the rain, then I'm not into it. But yeah, like, the hat's quite distinctive, isn't it? That's a good point. We've met quite a lot of these now, look. That, I think, would be achievable with the right combination of materials, but then the detail on the sleeves would be quite difficult. But it looks like you could probably get, you know, a brown piece of material, a white kimono. You'd probably be able to get the basics again put together. His shoes and stuff would be difficult. Tom has dressed more like a normal Western person, so that would probably be achievable more. But again, the detail on this boot, they're not even boots, they're like plated pieces. I don't know what you'd call it. There's Ito. At least you don't have to have a t-shirt for that. Shenhe. I don't know. With these, like, I don't know how you'd get, because this is like yoga pants or tights or something, and I don't know, like with bits cut out, I think that might be all really difficult. I think you'd have to be quite good at making clothes to do that. Something that's more loose fitting, at least, you know, that's like a panel of material, isn't it? So I could achieve oblong panel of material. I don't know if I could achieve like fitted, cut out, stitched, sewn together. You know, I don't know if I could achieve that sort of thing. Why has she not got her little white socks on? When she was on the banner, we had a go with her. Oh, she wasn't called Raiden Shogun. She was called... Hang on, am I getting them confused? I was like... Kamisato Ayaka. There she is. That's who I thought Raiden Shogun was. God, I was getting confused between her and her. Look. That's a mistake of me to make, isn't it? Everyone thinks she's brilliant, Raiden Shogun, and I thought they were going on about her. She's cool, though. She's got
a blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Sword. Dress. Little socks and shoes you could probably source. You know, you'd probably be able to source a purple dress and pleat it. A purple skirt and pleat it. And add a bit of that design on. And, like, maybe these things on the side, these armour plates, are a bit easier to make out of cardboard or something. You know, something maybe like that is more straightforward. The bodice, I think, could be difficult. The rope around it is a curtain tie, but the bodice might be difficult. Too many patterns for me to work it out what's going on there. Just go as the egg. That's what I'd have to do. I could go as the egg. What I'd do is I'd just make an egg, like papier-mâché cardboard egg, and just have my legs sticking out. Just go as the egg. So we've met him in that we've got him. I think there's a lot of detail. The more detail there is, like that little stick, the thing on his shoulder, the more difficult it gets. And I haven't even thought about their hair. You know, I haven't even started thinking about their hair. You just have to get a wig and give it a cut. Again, lots of detail. Very difficult for me to start getting my head around how you'd even start making that. She's a bit more clean cut lines. A bit more, but then it is quite detailed as you look more closely, isn't it? Quite, actually, I think they'd all be. That's a white suit. So you start with a white suit, and then you're going to have to start, you know, messing about with it, aren't you? Those arm cuffs, how are you going to be... That's the top half of a white suit without the trousers. Also, I think what you could do, you know how I was saying about Alice Strauss the other day, I think if you could get like one or two bits that look quite right, then maybe you don't have to have everything. Like maybe if you had a bonnet and you put those fluffy bits on the bonnet and you do your hair and, you know, you put a cape on, like a little pink cape, and then you just have like purple clothes, neat, smart, but you're not fully, it's like you're her on a day off. Do you know what I mean? Like you could have elements of it that are quite easy to achieve. I don't know what the rules are in cosplay. I don't know if people are like, it's okay to cosplay as this character on their day off, or if you have to be like really bang down the line. Oh, you haven't got that right. Oh, it doesn't count. Sucro's there. Quite a lot of pleated detail on the bottom half of the jacket. So it's not even a jacket. I don't even know what you call these things. Chongyun, I don't know if you met him. Dressed like a little polar bear in his big pantaloons. I'd have to try Book Boy, wouldn't I? I'd get myself some blue shorts quite easily. I'd get myself... the problem is that gradient on the jacket is quite hard to achieve. You know, you're not going to buy a blue-black jacket gradient like that, are you? I suppose what you could do is you could get a black jacket and dip it in some bleach and hope it comes up blue. Shenhee's probably your most believable character, but she may not be the most recognisable for cosplay. I'd tell you what I think the beauty of it has to be homemade to enter the competition, right? Homemade. Right, I'm screwed then. Paimon's, it's still Paimon for me. Also, I think the best thing about cosplay is for you to know, for you to feel like you're like, when you look in the mirror, yeah, I've done a good job on that. I like the look of that. So, and then if you're out in the like you saw another like you saw a Barbara. I think we should cosplay as people that are a little bit obscure, so that when we see people that recognise it, and they go, oh, look, it's you. And you go, yes, thank you very much. I'm glad somebody spotted it. That's why I've got to go as that egg. I could go as, she's undercover, she's a ninja, I could go as myself and just have a tail and a hat and a leaf on my head. I'd probably just, what I would do is, I'd probably just get the headgear, the tail and the leaf for my head, and then see if anyone spotted who I was, you know, cosplaying as, very loosely. Maybe that water bottle, you know, just a few of the accessories, and they'd go, that's Sayu, isn't it? No, I'm a ninja, I'm undercover ninja, so shush. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at this. So I'll turn off the dancing players. This is the Sumeru preview teaser of Rain and Sand. This is going to be... You know, they're starting to build this up now. You're on your hollybobs. Starting to get excited for the new drop. August 24th or so. It's exactly a month away, really. So they're starting to amp this up. And did you know, before we watch this, did you know Asmongold Genshin Impact, make sure to check out on YouTube, make sure to check out Ganji Kid YouTube channel, and on that go to channels and go to Ganji Cuts, and you'll see me reacting to Asmongold said Genshin is a waifu simulator, and me reacting to Asmongold's RE sexism in World of Warcraft. Make sure you go and have a look at those. But look at this. Asmongold wants to try Genshin Impact. He said it 4 months ago. 4 months ago. But Asmongold reacts. It was on Eclipse channel. Not Asmongold TV. It was on Eclipse channel. Clip based. Look, Asmongold reacts to the Genshin Impact teaser.
And it's got, look at this. It's got fucking 7 milli views.
So now I'm reacting to Asmongold reacting.
That's nuts. Okay, here we go. Let's watch it.
Reacting to Asmongold, reacting to... This is the Harbinger trailer. The recent story mode, you know, dropping a bit of story teaser for the next...
Sages think themselves to be all-knowing, but we alone are wise to the virtue in those acts of folly.
This looks cool.
Yeah, I like that. He's like a bit confused. He's like, what's going on here? Like, it looks dark, it looks cool.
Or not even a single pawn may be spared.
The pawns are free-to-play players.
Because on this chess
He said the pawns are free-to-play players.
board, checkmate is not worth a game.
But he doesn't know that one of those chess pieces, and I didn't know this, but until I watched Kettle Toro's little video, is one of those chess pieces, if you noticed on the right, it's actually, it's Zhongli's, you know, his thing that they took out, and they're like collecting these powers of the gods. It's his thing, and it's a chess piece. And there's another one on the board there, a cryo one, a chess piece.
Okay. So there's like a whole story to this.
So there's a whole story to this, he says.
We are gathered here today to remember our dear comrade,
In honor of her
Wait.
sacred day.
I want to. He's going to say something. I want to say something. I didn't say this on my first. I'm like reacting to the react, but on my first watching, I didn't notice this.
Remember our dear comrade.
See how pointy his ears are and the way they go out to the side. See how pointy his ears are and they go out to the side. Is he related? Is Klee related to? Because Klee's ears are a bit like that.
In honor of her
Wait.
sacred day.
Bro, somebody played A Realm Reborn. Yeah, somebody...
What he's alluding to there is A Realm Reborn is Final Fantasy MMO, and he's alluding to that they've nicked an idea out of Realm Reborn and put it in here. So now I'm starting to think as well that maybe there are more, because we talk about the music being stolen in Genshin Impact, don't we? We talk about it's Klee's father, or yeah, he could be, couldn't he? He could be. I think there's a subtle hint there. We talk about the music choices being a bit lifted out of history and stuff, but maybe they're nicking ideas from other places. It's not awful to bring in ideas that are good from other places. It's a bit cheeky to just like collage it. Like, I wonder sometimes, you know, could it be that Genshin Impact, with the same sort of game engine as Breath of the Wild, and then an idea from here, an idea from there, the classical music from here, classical, you know, could it be taking all these different parts of culture that have been successful and like putting them together in a new sort of way? Is that like Game of Thrones sort of did that, didn't it? Like, is that quite a clever thing to do?
Oh my god.
To remember our dear comrade. In honor of her sacrifice, all work should halt for half a day as the nation mourns her passing.
Merely half a day? People say the Northland Bank's true currencies are blood and tears. But Mayor, even speaking as a banker, that sounds a little unconscionable.
Rosaline died in a foreign land. But you heartless businessmen and dignitaries, always with a convenient excuse to remain in the comfort of your homeland. You couldn't hope to understand. So why don't you keep your mouth shut?
I think the animation's great.
The children cry.
He's saying, I think the animation's great. In World of Warcraft, you get cutscenes sometimes that are worked on. They're cinematics, they call them, and they're like little cinematic productions, like worked on animation. They're really good. But then sometimes you get a cutscene, like we had sometimes in other get like a lot in Pokemon, where they just take the assets, the actual in-game characters, and they just have them moving around and doing things and talking. Like there's a lot of them in here as well in Genshin Impact, like where you're not playing it, but you're watching them do stuff and talking and cutscenes. And in a cinematic, like this is more like a cinematic, isn't it? This isn't what you do in the game. This is like, you know, animation and cinema and, you know, stuff. Sometimes in games you cut to a cinematic, don't you? Like, and we enjoy them in Genshin Impact. He's noted that like, he likes anime. He's noticed this is like an anime now, hasn't he?
Hey, come on now.
Yeah.
Even I don't think this is the right time or place for a fight.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all. I think it's good.
Utterly risible.
Though her methods tarnished her honor, Loafalta's sacrifice is a great pity. Her loss shall not hinder our progress. But to Torre, what of Scaramouche and the Gnosis from Inazuma?
The Gnosis, that's it. The Gnosis.
Wisdom holds
obviously we haven't done Inazuma yet, but they've got the Gnosis from Inazuma.
I feel like we're halfway through the trailer and there's no like upskirt camera angle at all. Like, I was totally expecting a different type of trailer. Like, the fact that there's a plot to this at all just really kind of has me... It's throwing me for a loop.
See what I'm saying? He thought this was a waifu simulator, and he thought, where in the trailer, where's all the waifus? What's going on? This is throwing him for a loop. He doesn't realise that it's actually an adventure, anime, kung fu. Like, you put those three things together: anime, adventure, kung fu, Breath of the Wild engine turned up to 11, ongoing service game, a whole host of interesting characters, stories, adventures, domains, chests, enemies, you know, all that. And then a little bit of anime is always going to sort of, in that Venn diagram, there's always going to be an overlap with waifu culture and anime, isn't there? So there's a little bit of that. Yeah, you could say that, but the other thing is that there's a slot machine tacked on the side as well. Yeah, the pay to play the slot machine and get the characters if you want. But yeah, we discussed this, haven't we? But it's surprising that Asmongold really didn't realise that it was as good as this. I think.
You know, like I didn't even know. I didn't even know what this was gonna be. I mean, there's been no like bouncing boobs, like nothing. Like, what is this?
After conquering the divine gaze, he will make his next move.
Okay.
It's time to end tonight's foolish theatrics. Right now, you have no captive audience. Let every worthy sacrifice be carved in ice. With this nation endure for all time. In the name of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, we will seize authority from the gods.
That sounds cool.
I still don't know what's going on, who's in the coffin and what's going on, because I haven't done Inazuma yet. And I do think Genshin suffers a little bit. Obviously, Asmongold is a massive streamer. He knows a lot about video games. He plays a lot of games. You know, he knows a lot about stuff. And I found this when I first discovered Genshin Impact through popular culture conversation, and it was being negative about it. It was saying it was a gacha game. That was my first mental connection with it, and then it was a waifu simulator. And you know, if Genshin Impact is not open to how much my words aren't very good today, because I'm a bit slow, but you know, if it doesn't have an easy in point for the new player that doesn't understand it, if it's not explaining itself well to the wider public, then that's a little bit of a shame, isn't it? Because this is a great trailer, but I don't even know what the fuck's going on, and I've been playing the game for months. Like, I think they need a couple of, like, every time the eyes are on them, the hype is up, you know, the new expansions are out, they need a couple of like new player experience things packaged in there with it to sort of say, hello, this is what we are. Like, I mean, it's happening over time. It's been 2 years. Like, I'm late to the game, but that's a surprise, isn't it, to me? Somebody who plays a lot of video games, is into gaming, is interested in the latest releases. Like, the reason I was even put off, like, when I heard about it, I was put off by it instead of interested in it. And yet, it's one of the greatest things I've ever played, so.
Okay.
Absolute
It's like their castle.
Such is the gift from the Tsaritsa. Such is Her Majesty's benevolence. Now you rest in this coffin, encased in layer upon layer of ice. Yeah, but Rosaline, I promise you, your final resting place will be the entirety of the old world.
Obviously someone's dead and they're all cross about it.
What the hell?
What the hell?
I must say, you're looking very young today, Doctor.
You know very well that I do not take that as a compliment.
Bro, like, I still, like...
Where's the segment in the prime of his life, then?
Holy shit!
He's busy with...
I've seen this before.
In blasphemy.
Colin, time to head out on patrol.
Okay, Master Tainari.
There's the new character everyone's going to want, isn't it?
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Like, it's like... I
know what it is. He thinks that looks really cool and I like the look of that and I would like to play it and it looks cool. And like, he's like, I can't really say it on stream, but he knows it.
I mean, I am very surprised that there even was this. I didn't even know there was a story to the game. I'm gonna be totally honest. I had no real idea. Like, I thought that it was just some fucking open world game and there's just a bunch of, you know, throwaway quests and it's like, there's a fucking fire elemental and you gotta kill him because he set the house on fire. It's like, okay, we got him. Wow, he saved us. And then you move on, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. And so we'll see what's gonna happen.
Couldn't be more wrong, could he? Couldn't be more wrong. So there you go. As I'm reacting to Asmongold, reacting to the Genshin Impact trailer, he's going to love it. He's going to get into it eventually, even if it's offline secretly. He's going to be, his interest is piqued. He's going to find out how enjoyable it is, and he's playing it privately off stream 100%. Do you think? I think so. Although he reacted to that quite, maybe that was a dishonest reaction. Maybe he's maybe he was inflating his performance in a way. I don't know, but I think he's going to be, even if he's not doing it now. Yeah, that's pretty interesting to me. So that was reacting to Asmongold, reacting to Genshin. I think he's going to be into it. Let's have a look at the actual latest drop. This is like 3 hours old now, this video, so brand new. This is where we're going next. It's very, very green, isn't it? I'm actually, in a way, I'm kind of surprised they didn't start with more of this. Mondstadt's a bit plain, isn't it? But this feels a lot more Zelda-like, doesn't it? It feels a lot more Breath of the Wild-y, Kokiri. So maybe they didn't want to. Maybe they wanted to bring this in a bit later to avoid the comparison. It even feels a bit Celtic, the flutes.
须弥与以往的大版本不太一样，它含有雨林和沙漠两大部分。在设计过程中要注意的地方非常多，主要体现的是当地特色、核心主题。 以及幻想处理这3部分。
It's supposed to be based on India, I think.
雨林部分的风貌给人的感受就是山峦连绵的感觉，区别于里月的柱状形式，稻期的横切硬朗。须弥的山石更加符合热带湿润的地区特征。这种偏柔性轮廓的山石结合古代巨树，贯穿在整个地块。植被方面，我们找了非常多当地特色的植被做参考。 主要体现的是鲜活、生命力、湿润感以及热带特征。沙漠有沙漠风暴、绿洲、渴望水的植被、被风沙侵蚀的岩石、巨大、神性、具有历史感的遗迹。整体的设计既表现雨林和沙漠的自然魅力，又揉进了很多幻想元素。我们一直在尝试设计的边界感，我们不想做非常现实的设计。 也不能过多的放飞，需要做好异国风情。
That's it, isn't it? A balance between exoticism, fantasy, and realism. Because that looked quite Egyptian in a way, but then it's not Egypt, is it? And it looked a little bit Indian in a way, but then it's not India, is it? And it looked a bit rainforesty, which is a bit South American, but it's not South America, is it? And then there's the desert, which is very Gerudo Desert in Breath of the Wild, but it's not that, is it? So, but yeah, it all looks really good, doesn't it?
幻想度以及真实感之间的平衡。
I think one of the things they do that's really understated, that's really good in Genshin Impact, is they design these landscapes that look beautiful, that feel, realistic and involving, but as you play through them, they're really well designed for your navigation, exploration, little places here, caves here, towers here. Breath of the Wild was very like that, and it's like I keep saying, they turned it up to 11. They're really clever with this, the way they utilize the geography as well as having it as an aesthetic.
主视觉同样非常重要。须弥的世界设定本身给视觉的多样性提供了非常好的支持，有各种各样奇幻的内容。这些内容根据玩家的游玩体验以及美术逻辑安放在各个区域，这样玩家的视觉感受和情绪变化都会更舒适。
They're actually talking about visual perception and emotional changes. And that's what I say about these sort of games, is that I like being in these places. No, they've got that on their mind as well. That looks awesome, doesn't it? A giant Mr. Cyclops look.
一些，整体的游戏体验也会更好。
玩家初到这片奇幻森林，会发现一座建立在巨树上的城市。在这片被草神护佑着的国度，你会遇见一群可爱的小精灵。 小精灵可是只有小朋友才可以发现他们哦，需要你帮他们解决一系列。
There's little people that only children can see, and you're going to help them solve a series of crises. I imagine there'll be a quest, you'll have a child with you, but haven't we... Is Clea a child? Can Clea see them? Is that going to be part of it? And look, on her desk there, she's got a little vase with the little flowers, and that's obviously what's inspired the little characters. It's
隐
cool.
藏在森林深处的危机，才可以获得他们的信任。在这个过程中，你会发现非常多的未知区域，有长满参天巨树且常年下雨的森林，有因为未知原因导致衰败的森林，也有巨大的伞状发光植物形成的特殊生态区域。在另一片森林中，你还会发现一个巨大的机器人残骸依靠在山体崖壁之间。在这些奇幻森林的背后，似乎正在被一股神秘的力量侵蚀着。从须弥城向西望去，可以隐约看到须弥的沙漠区域。在这里，你会发现颠倒浮空的神秘遗迹和冲破天际的龙卷风。在看似一望无际的沙漠下面，同样隐藏着非常多的探索区域。沙漠深处也有一个巨大的机器人，那这个机器人和森林的机器人又有什么关系呢？森林的神秘力量又来自哪里呢？就请旅行者去探索发现真相吧。
I need to improve my setup with my monitors. Look at her playing it. That must be a fucking job and a half, mustn't it? Yep, it's looking good. It's looking good. I can quite happily say that. What day is it for domains and weapons, eh? What I'm trying to do really, I'm trying to, you know, I've got loads of stuff that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to upgrade this dragon spine spear and get it in the game. I think these 4-star weapons are actually better than the 3-star weapons, just as a base stat of attack seems to be better. I should level them up. But I keep running out of more raw. Well, we've got a bit in our bank at the moment, so let's have a 44. Right. Let's pump a bit into that. And we'll have a bit of this. And I've got the stuff all ready to ascend. Let's go again. Gathered quite a bit more out of those domains there, which is pretty handy. Confirm. I've got the stuff to go again. I do need these teeth for something else. It's Wet Boy, isn't it? Wet Boy's swords go to 90. It's never ending, isn't it? I am committed to this. It's at 60. When I get it up to 70, it's nearly all my Mora now. That's what it's for. So that's now at 347. The weapon she's using is at 355, but there's 10 levels of difference. So this is clearly a better weapon, isn't it, the Dragon Spine Spear, because even 10 levels below it's nearly at the same attack level. So I'm doing the right thing to try and push these better weapons into their hands, for sure. But I do need a few purple fangs, and I can't get them till Sunday. That's how my Mora's going at the moment. At this higher end of the game now, like, we're doing some stuff, getting a bunch of Mora, you know, whatever. There's a Krabby on the table. There's a damn Krabby on the table. We get a bunch of Mora and what have you, and then we pump it into, like, one little attribute, and it goes quite quick. You can use it for those weaker characters and level them up quite quick as well. So there's that. You know, what we're going to get this evening from our Hollybobs will be useful. And all the stuff we get around in Inazuma will be useful as well. But that final 10 levels up to 90. And, you know, you just saw how quick the Mora goes. Everything will sort of slow down in those later stages. It's fine, it's fine. We'll always have new characters that will go fast as well. Just looking at my little red marks and all my stuff here. Story quest. The Ancient Azure Stars, yep, that's what we're doing later. Yep, we're all sorted for that then. Looks like California with the rock tunnels. Yeah, it did look really good, didn't it? It looked... it all looks good, doesn't it? Like, they've done a really good job on it all. Oh. Can't see it out there. Below the clouds. Ah! All of Leeway's like stunning, isn't it? And you come over these mountains and then you find somewhere new and... Oh, isn't it cool? Yeah. That's the Jade Palace black up in the sky there over... That must be Leeway over there. Yeah, that's Leeway over there. It's like a landmark now up in the sky, isn't it? Here we are, up in the sky. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Oh no, you can see it all, it's nice. Actually, when you think about it, this is Leeway. Like, you think about how much work and how well this has gone. And we've got a new place coming. Like, it's not just like, you know, some games, the DLC would just be the little islands that we've just been doing as the little holidays. Do you know what I mean? Like, for some games, that would be like, oh, look, you've got a new area. Little islands for your little holidays. But for this, it's just an event, that is. And your new area is going to be like this. It's going to be like a whole new game, isn't it? I don't think I'm thinking big enough. Because Inazuma is actually quite big, but because it's put on those little islands, you feel like, oh, it's not a big map. It's just little islands. Look at this, all this stuff. I'm going to get all this stuff, and then I'm going to take the dog for a walk. I'll start at the top of the hill. Work my way down a little bit. Little Sealy. I've got Lisa on and Amber. What's going on?
You can't run.
Got the wrong squad on.
Can't touch me.
Surrendering will be gentle.
She's got the wrong catalyst. What's that noise?
And away I go. Come on now. Make my escape. Gotta dash.
Come a little.
No escape.
Boom. Always need the masks.
Gotta dash. Hey, get her. Make my escape.
That was an egg. I thought that was a reward from killing one of those chuffers. It was an egg. Where's the Sealy gone as well? I was following a Sealy up here. It's up the tree. Good old Sealy. Get where I can't get you, you chuffer. She's running out of puff. And it's gone right up the tree, hasn't it? Yeah. Wonder if she can just stand up here. Yeah. A little bit of tree climbing with the Tanuki. This will be what the new area is like as well, all trees like this, won't it? There'll be a lot of that. Oh, cheeky, look. Look at this.
Ooh, what's in here?
What's
Maybe
in
a
here?
growth serum?
Load of geoflies. Challenge. Oh, I forgot I haven't even got the right squad on.
You're in for a little shock.
Punishment!
Come on, let's get them. I think I'm going to struggle because I haven't even got my squad on.
Get him! You can't run! Let it rain!
So you know your stuff, huh? You're in for a little shock.
Oh, she hasn't got a proper book.
Judgment! Maybe this is just fate's dark design.
Getting people killed. Oh, this looks fun. I want to do this.
Ninjutsu!
Can't even see what's going on.
Gotta dash! Make my escape.
Let's spark things up a little.
You can't run!
Might just get away with this. Got him. Obviously I don't really need the Noctilius Jade, but you never know. Not leaving this lying around, am I?
Looks kind of cozy in here. Nap time!
So that's going to be the way out. The lizard that can live. That's the way out, isn't it? Where I came in. It's a cool little room. I see what I was saying about the level design earlier as well. This is exactly what I mean. Like, it's well thought out. And they led you there with their little... You know, they know you're going to chase that Sealy, and then they know you're going to take the next step and the next step, and it's well thought out. That's mine. These are all my crystals. Got a big old bag for them. Big old bag full of crystals. Big sack full of crystals. Clunking around. And we make Kaya carry it. In fact, we should put Kaya in the squad and just pretend he's carrying around all the crystals for us. He has to carry a big heavy bag, and that'll be his punishment.
Make my escape.
So I was going to miss there. No, he's cooking. Let's just flex on the squad.
For justice.
For God's sake.
I'll bring my seasonings.
we go, and let's crack on. Like I said, I'm just going to gather up this stuff. I actually stood on what I've marked as a challenge, am I? Seems weird because I see no challenge. Maybe I've marked it for these crystals. So, kill this chuffer.
I'm out of here. Out of the frying pan. Judgment.
You can't run!
Gotta dash.
Through his shield. And we just smash him to bits.
Nice.
So then we'll smash him to bits.
Rain outlines your fate.
Shiver.
I feel like there might be something should be here, but maybe no. Just tripping. There's a good little hall. Oh, I know, I forgot. There's one of those Geoculus in that room that I was in, and I didn't collect it. It's just up here. There. Oh, you chuffer. These are back. The crystal flies are back.
Huh?
Get up there, you. Take your time then. It's fine. Now you go your pace.
Yeah.
Nice little platform up here. Look, a little hole there to get stuck in. Especially for this, isn't it? Look, there's my thing. Here I am. Gently, gently does it. I'll have that. That's mine. Get off. Thank you. Nice little hall there. This looks like a cheeky chest on top of this as well.
That felt pretty good.
See that bird there flying? I've got a killer hawk with an arrow for a quest. It's not vegan, I don't want to do it. But that's the one. I reckon that's the one there that wants to get killed because it's there just flying around. Probably won't bother doing it. Some primos we don't have to have, eh? Don't need every primo. Very nice, isn't it? Genshin Impact. It's very nice. Right, what have we got up to then? We still need to spend some resin today. There's no stress. We want to go finish off our hollybobs. I'm going to go and take the dog for a walk in a minute. And then I'm going to come back and... I'm looking for this. we're going to do the Imanactrite Keep, like, domain thing that we didn't do last night. And we're going to finish the whole Hollybob stories with the Ancient Azure Stars, the final island, the final Mirage, something to do with Mona. You know, it should be all in good time, all in due course, all in hand. We get Mora, we get books, we're happy with that. We get Primos, we're happy with that. That'll clear off all the Hollybob stuff. And theoretically, we should have enough Flotsam then to get Fischl. In theory, I think we should. We should have enough Flotsam to get Fischl. So then we get Fischl and we're happy. And then this other stuff that goes on, like collecting conches, running around doing little chests, like I'm doing today, just, you know, general busybody work. You know, I either do it off stream or on stream or whatever, but it gets done for me because in my own time. In terms of stream, I'm still pushing because we've got a month and Inazuma, Jesse said there's about a month's worth of content and we've got a month, like T-1 month as of today. So if I can get the holidays finished today and we can do a good chunk of Inazuma tomorrow, we can hopefully get through. You know, we need to really make sure we've got the main story quest complete, even if I come back and collect all the chests and do all the little stuff after, because on day one of the new expansion we want to be on this stream exploring Sumeru with the rest of them, don't we? You know, we'll be up to speed then, so to speak. So that's what my schedule is for this next month, is go hard on Genshin, get this done, get ready for that. That's my schedule. I also stream on YouTube, doing all the stuff on YouTube, so I'll be doing that too. We'll be back. Nice chill stream, yeah. It's just because I'm not really at it today. We'll be back later on where we'll be at it a bit more after the dog walk. And yeah, I've got anything else to say? Probably not. Might as well just knock it on the other day. I was only going to yab, blab, 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 chuffle on about, you know, Genshin and the Stray Cat game. You know, I didn't realise Genshin was going to be this big, but I'm sure that once we've cleared all the story mode, and after the new expansion Furore, you know, after the new hurrah of the new expansion, it will end up being things like events, running the domains, you know, doing, like, as a player, there'll be still quite a lot to do weekly on Genshin Impact for me, but as a streamer, I believe they'll become less and less, like the events, the story modes, what we do at the weekends. Yeah, I'm sure there'll still be more of that, but whilst some streamers quite happily run the same domains over and over again, or, you know, I'm not dissing other people's content, you know, if you want to just be a Genshin Impact streamer and you want to really be committed to it, I'm sure that's what you do, like, but I'm more of a variety streamer that's heavily leaning into Genshin Impact at the moment. But, you know, I don't want to I want to be able to say, okay, we'll play Stray Cat game now for a bit or whatever as well. And I'm sure that from the look of Genshin, I'm sure there'll have to be a weekly or, you know, like regular Genshin stream, because there regularly will be things to do here that I want to bring to stream, but there'll also be regular things that I'm not that bothered about forcing you to watch. You know, so we'll see. But what I'm trying to say is that for the next month we're going hard on Genshin still, and we're going to keep doing that because of those objectives. But I would actually, you know, this week I'd actually like to be able to say, oh, we don't have to play Genshin this week, we're going to focus on Stray Cat game. But I can't do that because of all this lined up in front of us. Did you have any idea when I started how big it was? No. I thought the story mode might be, you know, a good 40 hours of gameplay or something. I didn't realise they had that 4-year plan and the future expansions. I thought that pretty much all of the game was in existence and the expansions were more like, you know, like this Archipelago here, that feels more like a DLC. I thought, you know, the expansions would be like this, and you know, the full game was out there, so to speak. But now I realise, like, the expansion's going to be huge as well. I mean, it's great for that. But yeah, I didn't realise it was good. Now, like, if I just wanted to do my review, I could end it here, and I could just do my review. Not really, though, because I wanted to say... I said that I wanted to get to the end game. I wanted to complete the story mode, or at least what's available to you, because now I realise I won't be able to do that for another 2 years until they release all of the stories. But I wanted to complete the one-player campaign, know what it feels like to be a free-to-play player, and get to the end of that and say, this is how many characters I got, this is how many pre-modes I got, this is how many wishes I did, this is what you get as a free-to-play player when you complete the story mode in the normal sort of time that you would take to complete the story mode. It might be a couple of months, and at the end of that, I was going to do a review. And then when it comes to, for example, like this Spiral Abyss and all those domains, like the average endgame player now, what they're doing is they're going in this Spiral Abyss, clear this off. This last one in the Spiral Abyss, that changes every month or so. So you go in there and you run through that and you clear all your enemies and you get your reward off that. Do your new Spiral Abyss. You go to your domains. Obviously you get new characters, you want to level them up, so you go and get their materials. But you go to your domains for these flowers, for the sets of artifacts. Because you remember, you're always trying to get an artifact set with attack, attack, attack. And like, so there's still stuff to do to make your team the best team ever. You could go and, you know, spend your resin every week, essentially. So in an end, what I perceived what would happen is I'd finish the one-player campaign, I'd get to an end game where I had the choice of running these domains every week and keeping up with the battle pass and going in the Spiral Abyss and getting new characters and just sort of, you know, ticking over with stuff to do every week, you know, little events and things like... Because Hearthstone did that. You know, you have a little new set of cards every 3 months and you have a new, you know, little adventure to play. And yeah, you know, like Fortnite does that. You know, it's a free-to-play online game forever, but every month there's a new battle pass and there's new characters and there's new... But I can put it down. Like, at that point, I'd say, right, that's it then. I've completed all the actual story. You know, I've seen the game. I know what it feels like to be in the end game, and I know how much money it takes and all that. There's my review. But it hasn't quite worked out like that because I'm still not at endgame. If I had a little more time and devoted a little less time to some of these other characters, you know, if I'd have said, screw all this, I'll just have a 4-person squad and keep ranking them up, they would probably all be 90 at the moment. And if instead of every little side quest and thing, I just cracked into the story and just hammered that through, you know, instead of grinding premos for characters
each day to the full.
And wishes and worrying about clear, if I'd have just said, fuck that, like, let's just finish the campaign, you know, it would have been a bit different, wouldn't it? But is it possible to keep streaming on a designated day? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not, this game's not going to stop. And whilst I perceive there'll be a point where I will overcome, like, it depends how fast they bring out the new stuff, doesn't it? Like, it depends how much I want new characters.
That is what life in Mondstadt is all about.
Because this Summertime Odyssey is cool because you get a character and there's all that stuff on the islands. But if I said to myself, look, I've completed Genshin Impact, I've got a cool squad, I'm not bothered about the characters, but when they bring out a new expansion, I will play that and have a look at that and try and, you know, I want to finish the story as it comes through. So I'll do that. You know, I'd probably be happy with that, like, sacrificing the next event in favour of the cat game or the ability to play other games in the future. I probably would. Because, or I commit heavy and become a Genshin Impact streamer. Like, as a player, I don't have to make that decision. I can play this offline whenever I want. But as a streamer, I'd either be a consistently Genshin Impact streamer and just do a lot of Genshin, or I'd be a variety streamer and the more what I call labour-intensive grinds, or, you know, very specific things I wouldn't bring to stream at all, and then just the main story quests and maybe a few of these events I'd bring to stream. I mean, I watched Kettle Toro today, and she makes Genshin Impact videos on YouTube and is a Genshin Impact streamer and has not streamed every day going down the abyss every day. Like, does not stream that every day, just doesn't. So let's come back for a bit of this and then go away for a week and then come back for a bit of this, and then, you know, like, oh, they brought out a new island, I'll go and investigate, doing a stream, that sort of thing. you'd have to start your streams with, this is where we are, this is what I did offline. I do sort of do that already, don't I? Because remember, like, I leveled her up offline. I just went and got all her books and, you know, did some grinding and sort of.
1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, and
So there is a bit of that. But what I would be doing offline wouldn't be that fun. It would just be like going down these domains. You know, now that this is explored, I'm not going to be running around looking for chests, really. I do a couple, because you can get a chest finder, and it can help you find the last few chests. But, you know, picking Valberries, picking chilies, doing my commissions. There's the commissions every day, isn't there? You know, doing a boss fight, fighting that boss, doing the Oceanid, going down the domains, getting flowers. That could be a stream. That could be a regular stream. Or I could just do that all off camera. And at the moment, I feel like for our stream, we'll substitute a day. Instead of me doing 5 streams a week and 4 of them I kill a boss, do the commissions, go down the domain, get a flower, do the... you know, instead of doing that on a stream twice a week, I'll just do that in my free time at night and do a stream about a new game instead. Like that cat thing, you know, we could be playing that cat game. There's a lot of content in Genshin. You know, I could be a Genshin Impact streamer, just a pure Genshin Impact streamer. That's an option as well. But you know where I'm at with that. It just is. It's really dominating heavy at the moment because it seems that I've joined the game at a point. Like, I'm really lucky in a way, aren't I? Because if I joined the game a month later, I wouldn't be able to have got there. If I'd joined the game 2-3 months before, maybe I'd have run out of content, and I'd be waiting for the new place. But at the moment, I'm paced at exactly the right pace just to hit the new content when it comes out. It seems like, you know, it was meant to be. As long as we keep up with the game and play through Inazuma in due course. So I should do less talking, more action. So with that, I'm going to get off stream now and I'm going to go and walk the dog. Is Genshin super popular in the UK? No, it's not. No. Most people on the street wouldn't know what it was, I would think. But then I'm not a good judge of most people on the street. But no, it's quite popular around the world though. Like, it's hard to tell how popular it is in the US. Not as popular in the US either, but I thought that it would get a Western wave of appreciation. I may be part of that wave. It's certainly popular in the rest of the world, I'll tell you that. Certainly popular in the rest. That's what brought it to my attention. It's a hugely popular game that people aren't really playing in the West. And why aren't they playing it? Because they say it's a free-to-play, pay-to-win mobile game with a slot machine, waifu simulator. Like, that's the sort of, you know, tagline that people hear. So maybe that. You know, maybe I'm being silly. Maybe I should just completely play Genshin all the time, and maybe it will take off in a huge way, and then I'm in the right position to be a huge Genshin Impact streamer. But I don't know. What I do know is I need to take a break, walk the dog, eat some food, get prepared for a big night in the Golden Apple Archipelago. So you be good, my little puckos. I'll see you anon just a little bit later.